Hello, young adventurers. Today we're going on an exciting journey to a faraway land filled with ancient secrets, magical treasures, and a mysterious mummy. So grab your explorer hats and get ready for a thrilling tale. Once upon a time, in the bustling city of Cairo, there lived a curious girl named Lily. Lily loved books and dreamed of becoming a famous Egyptologist, someone who studies ancient Egypt. She worked at a grand museum with her friend Professor Thaddeus, who was very wise and kind. One sunny day, Lily's mischievous brother Max came running into the library with a big smile on his face. He was holding an old, dusty box. "Lily, look what I found!" Max exclaimed. Inside the box was an ancient map. The map showed the way to a legendary place called Hamunaptra, the city of the dead. It was said to be filled with treasures and secrets from long, long ago. "Where did you get this?" Lily asked, her eyes wide with excitement. "I found it in the marketplace," Max replied. "And guess what? I heard that an American adventurer named Jack Ryder discovered Hamunaptra. He knows the way." Lily knew this was their chance to find the Golden Book of Amun-Ra, a magical book that held the secrets of the ancient world. Max and Lily decided they needed Jack Ryder's help. But there was a problem. Jack was in the Cairo prison. The warden, Gad Hassan, was a mean and greedy man who had locked Jack up. Determined to free Jack, Lily and Max came up with a clever plan. They offered Gad Hassan the map to Hamunaptra in exchange for Jack's freedom. Gad Hassan, thinking of all the treasure he could find, agreed. Jack Ryder was a brave and resourceful adventurer. He had been in many adventures before, but this was the first time he had been rescued by a librarian and her brother. "Why do you want to go to Hamunaptra?" Jack asked. "We want to find the Golden Book of Amun-Ra," Lily explained. "It's said to hold the secrets of the ancient world." Jack agreed to help them. "If you're brave enough, I'll take you there," he said. "But be ready for danger." With Jack as their guide, Lily, Max, and their new friend set off on their adventure. They traveled along the mighty Nile River, where they saw beautiful landscapes and encountered many wonders. But their journey wasn't easy. They were joined by another group of adventurers led by Benji, a sneaky man who had once been Jack's friend. Benji wanted the treasure for himself and wasn't afraid to betray his former friends. As they journeyed, they were attacked by a group of mysterious warriors called the Medjai. The Medjai were the guardians of the ancient secrets, and their leader, Ardeth Bey, warned the adventurers to turn back. "You don't understand the danger," Ardeth Bey said. "The curse of the mummy is real. If you disturb Imhotep's resting place, you will unleash a terrible evil." But Lily, Max, and Jack were determined to continue. They ignored Ardeth Bey's warning and pressed on. After a long and exciting journey, the adventurers finally reached Hamunaptra. The city was a vast and ancient ruin, filled with the whispers of the past and the shadows of forgotten gods. As they explored, they found the Book of the Dead and 5 mysterious canopic jars. Lily, Max, and Jack accidentally discovered the mummified remains of Imhotep, the high priest who had been cursed for his crimes. That night, Lily, driven by her curiosity, stole the Book of the Dead from Benji's camp. She didn't know that the book contained a powerful spell that could bring the dead back to life. When she read the scripture aloud, she accidentally awakened Imhotep. The mummy rose from his slumber, and chaos erupted. Imhotep was determined to find his lost love, Ankhsu-Namun. He unleashed the plagues of Egypt upon Cairo, causing fear and destruction. The adventurers fled back to the city, only to find that Imhotep was still chasing them. With Benji's help, Imhotep began to regain his human form and supernatural powers. Desperate for answers, the group sought the help of Ardeth Bey and Dr. Bey, a fellow Medjai. They learned that Imhotep's goal was to resurrect Ankhsu-Namun using Lily as a human sacrifice. Realizing the danger, the group devised a plan to stop Imhotep. They needed to find the Book of Amun-Ra, which had the power to make Imhotep mortal again. With time running out, they set off for Hamunaptra once more. But Imhotep was hot on their heels, and he conjured a sandstorm to stop them. Their plane crashed, and their pilot, Captain Winston Havelock, was killed. The trio continued on foot, determined to reach the city before Imhotep. Ardeth Bey stayed behind to fight off the mummy's servants. When they reached Hamunaptra, Lily, Max, and Jack found the Book of Amun-Ra. Meanwhile, Ardeth Bey was overwhelmed by the mummy's servants but managed to hold his ground. In the ritual chamber, Jack freed Lily from Imhotep's grasp, while Max used the Book of Amun-Ra to control the resurrected servants. In a dramatic turn of events, Max used the book to make Imhotep mortal, allowing Jack to deliver the final blow. As Imhotep stepped into a pool of souls, he was consumed by the very power he sought to control. Moments later, the city began to collapse, triggered by Benji's greed. He was trapped in a treasure chamber and devoured by scarabs. The adventurers escaped Hamunaptra just in time. As they emerged from the ruins, they found Ardeth Bey waiting for them. He thanked them for their bravery and bid them farewell. With Benji's plundered loot in tow, the trio returned to Cairo. Lily, Max, and Jack had learned valuable lessons about courage, friendship, and the power of ancient magic. Lily's dream of finding the golden book of Amun-Ra had come true, but she realized that the true treasure was the adventure itself and the bonds she had formed with her friends. And so, our adventure comes to an end. Lily, Max, and Jack returned home, their hearts filled with memories of their incredible journey. They had faced danger, discovered ancient secrets, and made new friends along the way. Remember, young adventurers, the world is full of wonders waiting to be discovered. So keep exploring, keep dreaming, and who knows what exciting adventures await you.